Back when Minecraft was in its beta days, it was commonly said that its world was infinite. However, much like pretty much anything else in computers, it was not infinite at all. When players began teleporting millions of blocks away from spawn, what was found was a place known as the Farlands. And the Farlands are said to hold many mysteries within their caverns and crevices, and I have uncovered them all. So yeah, let's walk into it. At x or z of plus or minus 12,550,821, we would encounter a giant wall of distorted terrain, which would appear as a cliff with many holes and crevices up to the top of the map, which was then at y level 127. The distance from spawn to the Farlands is roughly 31% of the Earth's circumference at its equator. To walk this far would take about 34 days of total playtime. And as of this recording, only 6 players have made it, the first being Kilo Crazy Man, and several more are on their way. The YouTuber Kurt J. Mac has been on his way since 2011 in the popular series Farlands or Bust. Inside the Edge Farlands is an otherworldly landscape, with tunnels running straight along the axis we are traveling, and strips of terrain at the top resembling natural highways. The tunnels and strips may occasionally merge and split. And the birds seem pretty excited. The Edge Farlands' tunnels often appear interconnected, hence the nickname the Loop. Most areas within the Edge Farlands look pretty much the same. However, we can occasionally find huge valleys within the Edge Farlands, which in rare cases may contain exposed waterways at sea level. There was an example, and then if we head off in this direction, you will actually see one valley with an exposed creek. That is, there's a little bit, I think there's one right here, but there actually is a better example if we travel further in this direction. Right here, here's a pretty cool view within the Edge Farlands. There was also an incorrect statement on the Minecraft wiki page for a long time, until I removed it, of course, in the final days when you could edit anonymously, that the biome would always say forest in the F3 stream. But that feature didn't even exist yet at that time in the game, and of course my mod does add it, which debunks that statement, of course. So yeah. Unlike the Edge Farlands, the Corner Farlands have more semblance of normal terrain. On most worlds, the Corner Farlands appear with layers resembling normal terrain which are stacked on top of each other, hence the stack. On a typical world, there are 2 or 3 layers above sea level. Although in some cases, there can be 4 layers above sea level, and in other cases, there can be only 1. In some cases, the Corner Farlands can be barely recognizable as a stack, instead just looking like normal terrain with maybe a small gap underground, as in this seed. There's also an area over here that really makes me wish we could have proper river generation in the Farlands. This map is a rather generic spawn, with plateaus on the top and another layer below sea level. Another layer above sea level. In fact, this is the same world as in the intro. The Corner Farlands usually consist of the top layer, the dry layers, which exist between sea level and the top layer, and the flooded layers, which generate below sea level and are identical to the dry layers except for the flooding. There are 4 distinct types of terrain that can appear on top of the Corner Farlands. Plateaus and basins, like we see here. Super flat, like we see here. Bumpy terrain, floating islands. The top of the corner farlands is usually between 112 and 127, although in some rare cases it can be much lower, like here where the top layer is literally only just above sea level. The corner farlands generate differently in different seas. Here are some examples.